Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. As usual, we're going to wait and see who hops on here. Welcome to Sunday Afternoon Live. Welcome to everyone who's joining on the replay as well. We're just going to do a check-in today, see how everyone's doing, how everyone's holiday was, or at least this portion of the holiday. Pull some cards, the usual. We'll give it a minute here. Hello, see somebody hopping on. Go ahead and say hello in the chat. Hello, Kelly. Oh, it's wonderful to see you. Happy Sunday. I'm getting ready. As soon as we're done with this live, I'm going to be heading out to see family, having our Thanksgiving today. Hello, Jody. And whether or not however you feel about this holiday, we can, I think, all agree on the energy of gratitude, just having and expressing gratitude for the people in our lives that we love. I try to keep it to that, the actual meaning of Thanksgiving and all the history of it. I have my own thoughts and feelings about, so I just try to simplify it and make it about getting together with family. And just like so much of history, right, there's so much that goes unwritten that is perhaps a little darker than what we see on the surface. But I try not to focus on those energies. I try to honor those energies, but also honor the holiday time as just a time to, like we said, be grateful, connect with family, connect with loved ones, break some bread, share a meal. And so that's what I'm looking forward to doing a little later this afternoon. Hello, Crystal Love. Yes. Hello, Allie. Wonderful to see you. Hi, Jody. Yes. I hope you all had a beautiful Thanksgiving as well. You got to really indulge in that attitude of gratitude. And, we know and understand that we are grateful every single day. We practice gratitude. We live gratitude to the best of our ability on a daily basis, because that really increases our vibration. And that brings a lot of beautiful and beneficial energies into our lives, right? That really attracts those blessings. And so we're always working with that energy of gratitude. And so we don't necessarily need a specific day to be grateful, but it's always a good reminder. Hello, beautiful. Oh, I love you guys. I love all the love in the chat too. It makes me so happy to see. Hello, Empress. And so how's everyone doing? How are you guys feeling? How are your ascension symptoms going? I've got a lot going on right now, physically, spiritually, emotionally. So it's hard for me to tell what's related to the ascension and what's related to other things right now. But I want to know how you guys are feeling. I want to know how you're doing. How have you guys been sleeping? My sleep's definitely improved over the past couple days. Hello, ABC, which is interesting as we're getting closer to that new moon eclipse on the 4th. And that video is going to be premiering at 3:00. I had to move the premiere time due to some work circumstances last night, but we are going to be premiering that. It's such a powerful energy that we're moving towards. And then through that beautiful 12/12 gateway from 12/12 to 12/21, and those videos are going to be coming out as well. Pete and I just recorded the 12/12 portal video yesterday, and I also did a card reading that I'm going to be posting for you guys as well regarding those energies. So all of that is going to be coming out, but it's a lot of really big energy that we're moving into. And so are you guys feeling that? Are you feeling the buildup of that? Or are you feeling this little bit of a lull? I feel like it's kind of a little bit, it may be different for different people. I feel like some of us may be feeling either or, kind of like that calm before the storm or that incredible anticipation as we're building up here. So let me know. Hello, Johnny. Your stomach is getting huge. Mine too, Empress. Mine too. So perhaps that's something that we are, that an experience that we're sharing. As you can see, Empress, I have this nice like flowing shirt going on here. You always got to know how to work with the boat and how to work with the different things, especially as a woman here. Buenos dios. Yes, buenos dios, Johnny. Oh, yeah, I love it. Love to see you guys lighting up the chat here. All right. Well, we're gonna, I think while we're having people hop on, we're gonna yeah, okay. We're just gonna pull a few cards and see what we get for cards. Clear. Let's give us some energy for today. Oh, thank you, Allie. I love Sundays with you guys as well. I really do. It's a beautiful way for us to connect with each other. If there's not a baby in there, then I'm birthing a huge new me. Right? There are many things being birthed right now, or in the process desiring to be. Right? That's so much of the energy that we've been getting that's coming through. We are all birthing something in one form or another, or in that gestation process right now. Birthing and rebirthing, right? But yes, yeah, absolutely. Feeling that energy. Hello, the beautiful Isha. Hello. All right, let's see what energies, what wants to come out here? What energies? Tell us a story. Tell us something, Spirit. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles coming out here. This card to me always represents reciprocity, right? Give and take. Let's get a little more energy. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Hanged Man coming out. So this is interesting energy. It feels to me what I'm feeling here for a lot of us is just this I know that a lot of us have been in this energy of really looking to increase our stability, right? To increase our material stability, right? We have two cards here that represent the material world with the pentacles. So it's really that energy of, it feels to me like understanding give and take. And I know that there's a lot of us who are working with our abundance consciousness right now, working to grow that abundance consciousness. That energy of giving and receiving. And this energy of balance. And there's definitely an energy of balance in the 12-12 energy. There's a ton of balance of that energy of the numerology of the 12-12 is all about finding balance, coming into balance, right? And so we're looking at that in all areas of our lives. We're looking at what we give, what we put out versus what comes back in return. And really getting a deeper understanding of that energy when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to I've like even the energy that we're putting out in terms of what it is that we're wanting to manifest. I feel like that's something that Spirit wants us to understand too. And it was interesting. Somebody did mention, like, yes, when the Hanged Man came out, he did come out reversed. Right. And so this is like when we get that new perspective. This is sometimes when we are we're struggling to find that new perspective. And so there's a shift that's wanting to happen here in order to bring us into this stability, this energy. And it has to do with this energy of give and take. It has to do with this energy of understanding what it is that we're putting out into the universe, because what we're putting out is what's getting returned to us. And so this can apply to anything in our lives, right? This energy, when we talk about manifestation, when we talk about creation, we're talking about that energy of our vibration attracts into our reality. What it is that exists in our reality, we attract with our vibration, right? We attract with our thoughts. We create. And so it's this energy of like, what are you putting out? And really noticing what we're putting out by noticing what we are getting, what we are receiving in return, right? Seeing that mirroring effect coming in. And this also with the Queen of Pentacles is incredibly nurturing as well. She's like the earth mother, the earth goddess kind of energy, similar to an empress vibe. Of course, the empress is more that, right? But she has that sort of an energy to her. So this is also understanding the give and take when it comes, like we said, to our relationships, when it comes to how we are nurturing and how we are allowing ourselves to be nurtured. And this energy that's interesting too, because that energy came up in the reading the other day, I think too, when we were talking about this energy of receiving help from others, allowing ourselves to ask for help from others, being open to receiving. So many of us, we're really good at giving, but we're not necessarily as practiced when it comes to receiving. And so the universe right now is saying, like, I want you to open up to receive. I want you to open up to receive, because if you're not open to receive, how are the blessings going to come in? Right? And there's all different reasons why sometimes we have difficulty receiving. And a lot of that goes back to worthiness. I want to check in on the comments here. This isn't a pile reading. No, this is just a general reading. We don't necessarily on the lives. I'm not necessarily doing like the pile type readings. It's just whatever energies are coming through for everyone who's watching right now. Yeah, I get really vague with my reading. I know a lot of times people ask really specific questions. I just like to see what comes out. And yeah, exactly. If you have been giving a lot of energy but not receiving back, why is that? Right? Is there a block to receiving there? Right? Because even if we have people in our lives that like to receive from us but don't necessarily give back, why are they present in our reality? They're showing us something. So for a lot of us, it's this energy, it's this block to receiving. And this block to receiving, especially when it comes to empaths, when it comes to healers, when it comes to light workers, right? We have this collective block that we are working to overcome as well, which is this understanding of many of us took vows of poverty in other lifetimes. We carry these energies of believing that the material is not spiritual, right? And so like there's this old school energy of feeling as though we must live these meager, humble lives because that's goodwill or something like that. Like that's what somebody who is dedicated to a spiritual path is supposed to do, right? Like that minimalism kind of an energy that when we take detachment to the extreme and we take moving away from materialism to the extreme. So this is an energy as a collective that we are working through. We're shifting our understanding of abundance and what it means to be abundant, and that we are worthy of being abundant. And I start the streams, just so you know, influence. I start the streams around 1 o'clock on Sundays generally. Yeah. So as a whole, we are working to transmute this energy, and this energy of just being overly giving, right? So it's like knowing that we deserve that. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello. All right, let's see what other cards want to come out here. Okay, we have the 7 of Swords coming out. Interesting. Although, and the Hierophant. With the 7 of Swords coming out after the Hanged Man here, this definitely to me signifies a new approach or doing something differently. So we're being called right now, and we all know that this is happening in some aspect of our lives, right? We're being asked to do something differently than we've done it in the past. We're being asked to see things differently. We have this huge perspective shift that we've been in this has been ongoing since 2020, really, right? And definitely throughout 2021. Hello, Sophie. Welcome. And so it's this energy of, and this came up, this was actually in one of the pick a pile readings too. This energy of if you do things the way you've always done them, you're going to get what you've always gotten. Right? So really we're being asked to have a different approach. And that's part of what the Hierophant card to me, this is Taurus energy, but really, and we did have that lunar eclipse in Taurus. So I actually am feeling that some of this is stuff that's been sort of brought to the surface and been simmering since that lunar eclipse in Taurus. And so this is energy that we're going to be working with as we move through 2022, which is very much a year where we're cultivating these Taurus energies, right? Where we're being asked to do things differently. We're being asked to do things in a new way in order to get something different, right? And I mean, we see the necessity for this even in the world in general. In order for us to shift, we all have to, like, we are here as the way showers to teach the world as a whole how to do things differently. Because the way that we've always done things has been getting us the same effect over and over, the same result over and over again. We see it, if we look through history, we see history repeats itself in cycles, right? And in our individual lives, we've been breaking these cycles, these repeating cycles. Collectively, we're here to help break these repeating cycles. And so we have to learn how to cultivate this energy in our own lives, this energy of having the courage to do things differently. And so this is very much a call as well. I feel Spirit really calling out in a positive way, like giving applause right now to all of those who would consider themselves the black sheep or the rainbow sheep of their families, right? Of their ancestral lines, who are doing things differently. And it's saying like to hold on to that energy and to continue to work with that energy, to continue to grow and evolve and to continue to approach situations in new and inventive manners. There's some situation going on in many of our lives right now that's calling for a different approach. It's like we're being confronted with something, we're being offered something. Something is coming into our realities. And whatever this thing is, it's going to be different for all of us. It's bringing up a lot of those old belief systems. It's bringing up a lot of which we're beginning to recognize aren't even ours. They come from the collective energy. They come from our ancestral line. But it's bringing up these fears. It's bringing up these belief systems so that we can move through them and we can realize like whatever it is that's coming into our reality right now, whatever this opportunity or this challenge, which we know challenges are also opportunities, right? It's going to require us to do, like, we can do it differently. It doesn't have to look the way it's always looked, right? That's what we came here to do, is make it look different. We don't have to fall into the collective storyline of like, okay, this is what happens when you do this. This is what this looks like. We can change that. We can flip the script. And so we're really being called to flip the script in some area of our lives moving forward. Yeah. And it's going to require a lot of strength. It's going to require fortitude. But we have the strength within us to really overcome whatever these challenges are. And this is also the energy for many of having this deeper understanding, right? It's like, where have we been deceiving ourselves? The Seven of Swords can also represent deception. Where have we been deceiving ourselves into thinking that something had to, but it goes back to the same thing, into thinking that something had to be one way. It's like, there's a path opening up before us that's giving us the opportunity to really transmute some of these energies, to really create a positive and dynamic. It's like creating the new templates, the templates for the new earth. The templates of like, this is not what having a career, like having a career or having a job doesn't have to look like it's looked to other people, right? Starting a family doesn't have to look like it's looked to other people. Having a relationship doesn't have to look like what it's looked like for other people, right? We get to create these energies completely new. We get to, it's like whatever situations you are being offered, whatever challenges or opportunities are showing up in your reality right now, we're getting a chance to do something different with those. So that's really powerful. Just checking out the chat again, you guys. I love to see what's going on. Okay with being okay with being a standout. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Ooh, tell me more about the emerald tablets, Savvy Alley. I've heard talk of this before. But I'm not totally familiar. Hello, Stanley. Welcome. Good morning. So yeah, this is really beautiful, powerful energy here. This is the energy as we are flipping the script. We are writing those new templates for the new earth. And let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I think my space heater doesn't normally throw the things off too much. But if it does, let me know and I can turn it off. It's sufficiently warmed up in here by now. And we are going to be having just a lot of powerful insights coming through. As we move through, it's through December, a lot's going to be shifting and changing within us and within the world, I think. And justice kept coming up on the bottom of the deck, right? And that feels like those old karmic cycles, right? That we're breaking free from, that we're breaking our ancestors out of. Yeah, because we've got 2 cards here with the scales. So that's like Spirit, I feel like, is also reminding us very powerfully right now to pay attention to the energy that we're putting out, because we are receiving that back, and we're receiving it back much more quickly than we have in the past because of the way these energies are accelerated. So every choice, and I don't want to say this in a way that makes it feel intimidating or like whatever, but every single choice and decision that we make has consequences, and those consequences are coming back around. But this is also, consequences don't have to be a negative thing, right? That's old programming that makes, we hear the word consequences and we're like, oh, bringing joy and beauty into the world has consequences, and those are positive consequences, right? And so it's just a reminder, what goes around comes around, and it's coming around very, very quickly right now. So we want to be conscientious and conscious of that. And we want to make choices and decisions that are aligned with our truth, that are in integrity. But we want to have this courage to move forward and blaze a new trail. Yeah. So we don't want to, it's like we want to move out of this energy of making choices and decisions based on past energy and situations, right? That's part of like when we get this new perspective here, when we do things in this different way, we're not using the past necessarily as the context. We're using the wisdom of the past, but we're not using the wounding of the past, I guess, and the conditioning of the past. Hello, Wolfheart. Hello, Voodoo Kitchen Mama. Hello, Carla. Hello, Michael. Hello, Tommy. Yeah, we got all kinds of people hopping on. I love and appreciate you guys so much. So yeah, I want to pull a couple. We're going to pull a couple cards from the Starseers Tarot as well. And then I'm really being called to the Keepers of Light cards for us today. And don't forget, as you're jumping on, guys, to hit that like button. Clear. Someone just faced their consequences for their insanity. Yeah, we do. Hello, butterfly backs. Yes, happy Sunday to everyone. I hope you all had a beautiful first half of the holiday. Thank you, Influence. Yes. So for those just hopping on, you can absolutely watch the replay. But we're talking about this energy of being the maverick, of doing things differently, of creating these new templates for how things are done, and ensuring that balance of even give and take, ensuring that that's present in our lives, and really being, oh, wow, that was interesting how that popped out. So we have the 5 of Cups reversed, popping out with the 10 of Cups. So this is that energy when we're moving out of this energy of lack, we're moving out of this energy of, this is like the pity party kind of energy, the 5 of Cups. That's like the victim mentality energy. So moving out of that energy is what brings us this fulfillment. So that's a big, yeah. And I feel that even with this energy here too, it's sort of like a clarifier for a deeper understanding of this energy. Hello, Pamela, welcome. Is this energy of, where is it that we have been in this energy? And I can absolutely relate to this. This is an energy that I've worked hard on for years. This energy of entitlement. There was just some aspect of my nature that for a very long time felt very entitled. Like, you know, like I should have just incarnated here and had everything handed to me. And like, why is this all so difficult? And I think part of that was just remembering on some level the way that the universe really works and knowing that manifestation should be instantaneous, right? All of these things that the 3-dimensional reality kind of shifts and changes for us, like remembering or having some understanding of how it was before. Like, I think that was part of it, but it was definitely this energy where we're like, why is it that I'm not getting what I think I deserve? Is sort of like the energy. And I think that some of us, we even fall into this energy sometimes, right? When we've been putting in a lot of work for a really long time, right? We've been working hard. We've been doing our shadow work. We've been working hard to shift our beliefs, to heal these ancestral wounds. We've been just shifting and changing and growing so much. And it's like for some of us, and this is, I think, another part of the reason why Spirit, it keeps coming through this energy of like, don't give up before the miracle happens. Because some of us are getting to that point, I think, where we're letting ourselves fall back into this energy again. Or we have been of like, all right, so I like, where are the rewards for what I deserve? I've put in all this work, right? So where is my reward? Why has such and such X, Y, and Z not come in yet? Why am I still feeling like I'm struggling? Why is this still so hard? Right? That's the energy that I feel some of us are sort of moving in and out of here. Right? But it's like, as we move out of that energy, that's where this comes in. But it's like, we have to see how this exists already in our lives. So once again, returning to that energy that we started this live out with, right? With that energy of gratitude. The energy of seeing the fulfillment everywhere, of embracing the fulfillment, right? When we seek the beauty in the world reveals its beauty to us. And so we really want to be cultivating that. We want to be moving out of this energy of victimhood into this energy of gratitude for the things that have manifested. Like, yes, maybe everything that we desire hasn't flooded into our reality just yet. But are we stronger? Are we more whole? Do we feel more capable of addressing the challenges that come up in our reality and shifting those to opportunities? These are the things that we want to think about. Do we feel more free? There's always something that we can be grateful for. There's always progress that we can look at. There's always some level of fulfillment that is present in our lives right now, if we're able to notice it, if we're able to pay attention to it. Yeah. Yeah, but we have to be aware of this victim mentality and this scarcity and lack mentality, wherever it is that it's creeping in. Good night, Elizabeth. Love you so much. All right. Yes, attitude of gratitude all the way. Yes, being grateful for the difficulty and the ability to grow. Right? Hello, Pallavi. If we look at this Earth game, right, this Earth School as a video game, a lot of us watching this channel, right, we came in on when we're already, like, a lot of times you play a video game, you start out at level 1 and then the difficulty level increases as you go along. We jumped in at a higher level in that game, right? And so we didn't expect this to be easy when we came here, but we did know that it was going to be worth it. All right. And so much what the challenge is, this energy of seeing the blessings everywhere, of stepping into the energy of the abundance, of ignoring the outer reality, focusing on the inner reality, shifting the inner reality. And ultimately the outer reality does follow. But this is a process. This is what we came here to learn. Yeah. Do I have Touch Drawing Soul Cards by Deborah Chapin? I do not have that deck, Osmosis. No, I haven't heard of that. It sounds interesting, though. Oh, thank you, Influence. Yes, checking these out again. No, you're absolutely not alone, Empress. You are absolutely not alone. Nope. Yes, you do have a powerful and beautiful energy. Hello, welcome, Karen. Yes, it's always the right time. Whenever you get here is the right time. And that's something, and that's perfect too, right? That's something that we're all being asked to recognize, is that it's always the right time. Whatever's going on right now is happening in perfect divine timing and orchestration. So just to know that and to trust that. All right, let's see. Do we have any other? Wow, that was an interesting stack of cards that kind of tried to flip up there. We're not taking all of that, though. We're going to see if there's any last cards that want to come out before we go to the Keepers of the Light deck, because I really feel like there's some messages for people from the Keepers of the Light today. Wow, if the cards keep wanting to flip up like that, it's really interesting. I think that's indicative to the fact that it's like a lot of us, we're just getting a whole, we're getting a whole handful of something handed to us right now. Like there's a lot of energies. There's a lot that's coming up for us all. And it may seem like life is handing us almost more than we can handle. But remember, we are never given more than we can handle. And if we are, we may be given more than we can handle on our own. And that's why this energy of asking for help keeps coming up. This energy, especially of letting go of the pride, where it is that our pride has prevented us from asking for help or from receiving help. For those just popping in, that energy of receiving and feeling worthy to receive came up quite a bit in the beginning. Yes, absolutely. I'm so happy you're all here, and so much gratitude to Pete. He is amazing, and it's been amazing having the opportunity to connect our tribes and our energies. Yes, pride is ego, absolutely. All right, so we got the Six of Swords coming out here. So this is moving on to calmer waters. This is showing us that we are, all the things that we've been discussing and talking about here, like we are moving past them. There is progress forward being made. Even like we said, if we may not recognize it or see it all the time, there is progress being made. Yeah, and then we have Temperance and incredible healing, but we have to be patient with ourselves and with this process. We have to be patient with the process that is unfolding. And that came up in the reading the other day, right? We had the Trust the Process card. Trust in the process. We are being so divinely supported and guided through this process as well. I love how you see these beautiful wings in the background here, right? And it really does feel significant that he's balancing the sun and the moon here when we're looking at this powerful eclipse season that we're in right now. Right? And what an impact the sun and the moon have had, the gateways of energy that they've opened for us, that are guiding us forward, that are giving us this opportunity to really alchemize and shift so many energies within ourselves. But this is a process as well. Alchemy is a process. So just really allowing the process and not getting frustrated with ourselves if it takes more time than we wanted it to take, right? That energy of impatience. We have death, rebirth here, right? The transformation is underway. It is ongoing. Trust in the transformation. And then what do we have coming out here? The Ace of Swords. That's the illumination. That's us moving through the spiral, breaking out of this spiral of time, this spiral of history repeating itself, right? Transcending our consciousness. And this card always reminds me of downloads as well, right? And we got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck here. We're not gonna get into all of that right now. Oh, it is 1:44 on my clock. Happy 1:44, everyone. On the East Coast, at least. Yeah, I love it. All right, let me see. Hello, Aja. I do personalized pulls sometimes. If you want to send through a donation, I could pull a card for you. I can't get too deeply into all of that today for everyone who wants to, simply because I am getting ready to go have Thanksgiving with my family. So I have about 15 minutes left on this live stream. But that is something that I do sometimes for those who really have a burning question. So if you have a burning question, Aja, you're at Asia. I believe that's how you say it, Asia. That's a beautiful spelling of that, by the way. You can absolutely send a donation through and I can pull a card for you. At the end, it's always your fault. Patience. Progress is absolutely happening. Yes. Oh, yeah, we're always seeing those signs and synchronicities that we're being guided. So really pay attention to those. Yes. All right. I want to get some keepers of the light. I want to pull some guidance from the keepers of the light. And if that's something that you guys are interested in as like a fully separate live too, I can do a live every once in a while for those who want like just little personalized donation card pulls. I could do a whole live just doing that for people. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, definitely let me know. Clear. All right, let's get some guidance from the Keepers of the Light. What messages do the Keepers of the Light have to share with everyone today? What guidance do the Keepers of the Light have to share? A video on my tattoo meanings. Is that something everyone's interested in or just something that you're interested in? I was actually told once, Influence, that my tattoos are my coding. And so it's like my soul origin is encoded in my tattoos. I've actually had two separate people tell me that, which is really fascinating. There's a lot of Egyptian energy in a lot of my tattoos. Yes. Like for instance, coding. So the universe is the information is transferred in code. And so code can be symbols, it can be series of numbers. When in some of my ayahuasca journeys, I have seen the way that the universe, I've seen what downloads look like, and they're all it's sequences of numbers and symbols and things like that. And so there's like a deeper there's more embedded in symbols and numbers than we think. We just can't process it with our conscious minds. And so that's kind of what they mean by coding, I think. It's very mysterious. It's very interesting. I was told that one day I'll understand more what that means. You're coded with your ex-husband's name. I don't know if everybody's tattoos are necessarily code. I was told that it's specific. I don't know that it's, but I do think that everyone's tattoos can show a reflection of their consciousness, right? There is a reflection there of you can learn a lot about a person by understanding their tattoos. And I can say a lot of the tattoos that I would like right now, I only exist in my mind because I haven't. When the abundance really rolls in one day, you guys, I will have a lot more because I have some really beautiful tattoos planned. Some beautiful sacred geometry tattoos, beautiful duality, light and dark tattoo that I want done on my back, which is also the kind of the photo that I use, that I represent on my website and stuff, which funnily enough, I found in the galactic calendar when we had the blue lunar storm year, which is the year of that's my personal galactic signature. So we had that the last galactic year before this one. The image that they used in the calendar was the same image that I use on my website. That's like my favorite photo that I want as a tattoo. So I thought that was really funny. And it represents duality and polarity, the light and the dark. So I thought it was pretty funny. Yes. All right. So first card out, I got totally distracted. I forgot I was pulling cards. Is Melchizedek, higher learning. Hello, beautiful sacred soul healing. And so this Melchizedek, this is all about us deepening our learning, deepening our study in some area. And we got the Hierophant earlier too, which absolutely also represents the same. So it's like we're being asked to move into the next evolution of what it is that we came here to learn and experience in this lifetime. And we talk about this in I'm trying to think what reading it is, whether it's one that's come out or one that hasn't yet. I can't remember. But we've been talking about this energy of how we're all moving into, it's in the 1212 portal. We're talking about this. So that hasn't come out yet. But this, I'm sure we've talked about this concept, though. We've been talking about this energy of us all moving into the next phase of our soul's evolution and expression on this planet. Right. And so as we move into this next expression of our soul's evolution on this planet, it's going to require a whole new level of learning and study. Right. And learning and study doesn't necessarily always mean with books, right, or classes. Our experiences are lessons, right? That is our classroom. Life is our classroom. So in the classroom of life, that we're all moving into a higher level of learning now. And Melchizedek is coming through to support us in that process. Hello, beautiful Louise. And we have Mahavatar Babaji coming out. Soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. So this deep expansion of consciousness as well, right? This deeper, this greater expansive understanding and awareness of ourselves. This next phase, whatever this next phase of learning in our lives is, and we were talking earlier about how we're all being presented with opportunities, right? To retemplate reality by doing something differently than it's been done before. Right? So there's like this incredible, and we've talked about how as we're all moving into this new evolutionary cycle, we're doing something that we've never done before. Right? We're moving completely into the unknown right now. And so there's an incredible amount of soul expansion that these new situations, challenges, opportunities, this new cycle of growth is going to offer each and every single one of us. And we're going to begin to understand more deeply. And I love how we were talking about sacred geometry. There's sacred geometry in the background of both of these cards. We're going to begin to understand more of the, we're going to be able to connect the dots in a way that maybe we haven't with certain scenarios in our lives up until this point. But it's like at this point, what's being told to us here is like what we've learned in the past is no longer relevant as we move into the future. or as we move into this next phase of our awareness, like we can't live on yesterday's meal, right? And like the meal is a metaphor for knowledge, for growth. Like yesterday's growth is not going to be sufficient for today. We have to grow more. We have to be willing to expand more, right? We have to be willing to become more, to see more, to know more, to do more. But it's not like this is going to be difficult, right? This is naturally happening for us. We are becoming more. So it's more like allow yourself to become more. All right, so we have Karnunos coming out now. Life force. Express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. So there's this incredible, as we are expanding, there's just this incredible magnetism to us. We are becoming more and more magnetic because of this soul expansion, because of our as we receive these spiritual upgrades, right, and we move into this next phase, there's a plain and simple, there's just a magnetism to our energy. Yeah, that's what this feels like. And so we're really being asked to step into our passion, to really utilize. This is like working with, like, yes, we're working with the upper chakras, the upper energies, the higher realms, but we're being asked to really work as well with our own primal energies and instinctual energies. Right? This is a very red serpent-like energy, a very kundalini kind of an energy, right? A very feathered serpent energy, where we're merging the primal self with the higher self. Really calling on and tapping into both aspects of our energies. And for some people, we've been so focused in the higher self that we've really neglected our physical primal selves. And so there's an energy of wanting to call us back into that, to remind us of our powerful life force energy, also our sexual energy, right? This dynamic, creative energy within us, and how to harness that, how to utilize that. And this is actually really interesting that this is coming out. So this, I'm probably not going to have time to do before I go to Egypt. So we're going to be doing the video when I get back, talking about the Venus-Pluto conjunction and the Venus retrograde, because some really powerful things are going to be happening during that Venus retrograde. And what was coming through for me is that we are really going to be liberating ourselves and freeing our sexual energy, the ways that it has been trapped and farmed and utilized for our disempowerment. We are reclaiming that energy and we're cleansing that energy. So it's really, really powerful stuff that we're doing. So some of us may feel this coming through already as we're feeling this deeper connection to our more primal selves, to our physical bodies, to that kundalini energy, to that powerful, passionate sexual energy, right? Which is the energy of creation. There is so much power in that energy. And that's why that energy has been distorted. That's why our ownership of that energy, they have worked so hard, right? We know who they are, to pervert and twist around that energy and to steal that from us and to trick us into willingly giving it away, right? We're being shown all the ways where we have willingly given away our power and our energy. And we're calling all of that back. So this Venus-Pluto retrograde or Venus-Pluto conjunction, which is going to happen twice since Venus is going retrograde, and everything in between, which is going to be going on from the very end of this month into, I want to say February 2022, something like that. When I come back and I do that video, you guys will know. It's like we're feeling the rumbles to that already. So this is like learning how to work with that energy, learning how to use your sexual energy and your life force energy, hi Pete, your life force energy for this higher purpose as well. How to bring that energy. This is something that we begin to learn how to do, right? We bring that energy from the lower chakras and we expand it out through the higher chakras. So Yeah, this is really interesting and powerful energy. So really tapping into our life force energy and our passion and utilizing and harnessing this energy. And we have divine healing on the bottom of the deck, harnessing this energy for healing as well. Yeah, so we are going to, yes, Louise, primal is fierce and wilder. So as we tap into our primal side, we gain an energy, we gain that edge, right? We gain that more of that fierceness that is absolutely necessary right now. Yes, absolutely, Sophie. Yep. Yeah. All right, let's see. Any final cards here? All right, we have Diana, focused intention coming out. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. So this is like, I really feel for some people with the Diana card coming out afterwards, we're really being called to use our sexual energy and life force energy to create and manifest. So playing with and working with that energy too, which is interesting. But this is once again kind of cycling us back to the energies at the beginning of the reading today, right? This energy that we pulled right here, right? Perspective, coming out of that victim mentality, coming out of that mentality of lack, right? Really having that positive, focused energy, that energy of gratitude, that energy of expecting the best. We as humans, right, are trained to expect the best or expect the worst rather than the best, right? To prepare for the worst. So like we're really being called to expect the best. Whatever's going on in our lives right now, whatever these opportunities for growth that we're all being presented with, wherever it is that we're rewriting and creating these 5D templates by doing things differently than they've been done before, we want to be thinking the most positively. We want to be envisioning the best and highest outcome. Imagine how your life would be if every day you went through waking up expecting to have a great day, right? Expecting abundance to roll in, expecting all the lights to turn green while you're driving, right? All of these little things. That's what the universe wants us to really play with that. And it wants us to have these firm and focused intentions as we are moving through this December energy, which is so powerful and so magnetic. Yeah. And then on the bottom of the deck, our closing card is Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Steps are being given. You are being guided. So follow that guidance and where it leads. Follow that guidance and where it leads. Honor your inner force. Honor your inner wisdom. We are all being asked to rise to the occasion in some area of our lives. And so Lord Shiva is here to assist you in that process. And he's here to assist you in transcending any of these old limiting beliefs and these old limiting behaviors that we were talking about that hold us back. This old ancestral programming, whatever it is within us that holds us back and prevents us from following the guidance that we're receiving from taking the steps that we're guided to take. Yeah. And then under that, we have the Shenika, sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. So 2 cards that talk about dance too, right? And ooh, you guys, look how these cards got put down together. You see that the moon there? This whatever you call that, and of course I should know this, but whatever you call that specific type of moon, the crescent moon there, they all have that, which is really interesting. I think it's really cool. So really allowing, so that energy of dance, right? We can think about literal dance, but once again, it's movement. It's bringing us into our bodies. It's shifting energies through our bodies. So we're really being guided right now to alchemize energy through movement, through our physical bodies. All right. and to express ourselves, to allow life to be that beautiful creative process, right? A dance is very creative. It's very intuitive, right? You're flowing. And so allow yourself to flow, allow yourself, there's like a lighthearted energy that you feel when you dance, when you surrender to like ecstatic movement. And so allow your life to be an ecstatic movement, right? If we follow the guidance that's coming through, it's just like, think about when you're dancing. If you get in your head about it and you start thinking about what you're going to do next, all of a sudden the movements become choppy, right? It becomes disconnected. It's like you're in the flow, you're having a great time, and then you start wondering what people are thinking of you. Like, ooh, did they like that move? Oh, do I look like, what is their perception of me? Should I have done that? And it's like all of a sudden you start editing yourself. And that's when things become awkward, right? That's when you fall out of rhythm. If you're just moving as you're called to move and you're not worried about who's watching, right? That's why I love that quote that says like, dance like nobody is watching. All right. And so it's like, if you just allow yourself to be moved, allow spirit to move you, allow your passion to move you, right? Allow your intuition to move you, and stop and get out of the heart, get out of the head, right? Get out of the head and live through that heart. Allow your life to be this beautiful, ecstatic dance, right? Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, honor your inner force, dance with the universe. Okay, the universe is like holding out its hand. It's inviting us to dance with it. And so all we have to do is extend our hand back and allow ourselves to be moved by the rhythm. And understand that not everybody's going to understand, and we don't have to worry about what other people think about our specific rhythm, right? It's like one of my absolute favorite quotes, which is by Friedrich Nietzsche, I believe. And it says something like, or no, it's not him. That's a different quote. That's also a favorite quote of mine. But the quote I was just thinking of was was something about how chaos giving birth to dancing stars. I'd have to see the exact quote, but this one was more about, and those who could not hear the music, and those who danced were considered insane by those who could not hear the music. That's the quote that I was thinking of. I can't remember who said that one, but it's that sort of an energy. So if they don't hear if others don't hear the music, they may think that you're insane. They may not understand, but that's okay. It's not about them. It's not about them. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful energies for us today. I need to get going. As I said, I am getting ready to go through Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm actually starving right now, you guys. I really am. So my ability to focus is getting, my stomach is beginning to distract me from my ability to focus with you guys. I'm going to read through the comments here real quick. Yeah. And also, whoever it was that asked me about the card pulls, which I said I don't really have time to get into today, but I do sometimes. You can also email me if you want to send a little donation or something and you want me to pull a card for you and send you a video of that. I would be absolutely open to doing that. It doesn't have to be like anything crazy. You know, it can be like whatever. It doesn't have to be like a huge donation or anything like that. And if you guys are interested in like donation card pulls or something like that, like I said, let me know and we can do a live where I just do that sometime. I'm totally open to that. I think that would be super fun. Let's see. Yes. Put me in your suitcase. I'm not sure if that was for me or not, but I would love to. If you can fold yourself in there, I would love to. Yes. The in and out, yes, aspect of that merging is the in and out that we feel as we're moving in and out of these energies, these old patterns, right? But we feel less of an attachment every time. Let's see. All right, I love you guys so much. I can't necessarily read all the comments right now, but you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. I love you. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm grateful that we're all able to come together and just have these beautiful conversations as well. Hello, Valoria. Who's your turtle's name? Are you talking to, was Tommy in there talking about the turtle? We have a turtle at our house. Yes, and she was already pre-named, and so we shifted her name a little bit, but we didn't want to change it too much on her, so her name is actually Tabitha. She was named Tina when we first received her. She didn't feel like a Tina, but we wanted to shift. We wanted to give her, we didn't want to change it up too much on her. Oh, there's a turtle on one of the cards. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. Yes. Yes, what's Wednesday, Pete? Is that when the video's premiering? I should be able to do that. Yes, yep, that's looking pretty good. If that's when we're like I mentioned at the beginning of the live, Pete and I did the 12/12 portal and filmed a couple videos, a couple collaborative videos for you guys. So yeah, if that's on Wednesday, absolutely. It's a little bit of a cluster, you guys know, as I'm preparing for this last week here before I head to Egypt. But I'm going to squeeze in as much. Live stream at 8 p.m. your time. Yes, I should be able to do that. Let me put that in my calendar now so I remember that that's happening. All right, perfect. There is going to be a new moon ceremony, Pamela. So that's going to be happening on the 4th, on the day of the new moon eclipse at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yes, and if you want to join that, you just join like you normally do. I'll send through the donation. I'll send through the link to the Zoom. Tuesday, 2 p.m. down under for, oh, yes, Louise, because you're doing the time difference there. All right. I love you guys very much. Yes, many lifetimes in Egypt. That is, that's why I'm going there. I'm very called to return to the energy. Yeah, we're all being drawn to the place, to some of these power places for us. Egypt is a power place for me. It's probably the most powerful power place for my specific soul energy on this planet. So I'm very excited to be in that energy. Yeah. All right, you guys. Much love to you. Much blessings. Have a beautiful Sunday, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Yes, you will all be with me in spirit, and I will at least be posting as many pictures as possible so that you guys can get a feel for the energy. I'm not sure what the going to turn the Illuminati pyramid upside down. I'm not sure what the Wi-Fi, how that's going to be out there. We will have it on the boat that we're going to be on, so I'm going to take advantage of that when I come to see how I can connect with you guys. Yes, I know. I'm so excited as well. I cannot wait. It's going to be a huge upgrade for our entire tribe, right? Because we are so energetically connected. So I think we're all going to feel it. We're all going to feel the energy of that, the boost from that. All right, you guys. I love you so very, very much. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.